basically saying that the kids are not safe around Iman. She said Iman be smoking weed around the kids and be forgetting to feed them. One of the wildest parts of the allegations is Teyana says that Iman put the kids in a rideshare in Chicago and had them dropped off at the United Center Arena alone while he had a private driver drop him off at the station.
It was supposed to be a beautiful, light-hearted family moment. Nothing dramatic. Just a rare live stream where fans got to see Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, and their daughter all in the same frame, laughing, smiling, being playful again for once. Everyone watching felt hopeful. Maybe, just maybe, this was a sign of healing. A new chapter. But then, it happened. A question came through in the comments, innocent on the surface. If you could pick who to stay with forever, who would it be? And before anyone could even brace for impact, Teyana's daughter looked straight into the camera and said it, clear, calm, and without hesitation. My daddy, Iman. I like it better there. That one sentence silenced everything. You could almost hear the air being sucked out of the room. And just like that, what started as a sweet live stream turned into public heartbreak, and a viral storm that no one can escape. For years, Teyana and Iman have tried to balance the chaos of celebrity with the quiet work of parenting. From the outside, it seemed like they were figuring it out. Even after their split, both appeared committed to peace, for the sake of their daughters. No messy headlines. No shade. Just two parents trying to raise their kids the best they could. So when they appeared together on that live stream, fans were thrilled. It felt like a return to normal. Like the past hadn't cracked the foundation. But behind those smiles, emotions were clearly being held back. Because even in the calmest moments, children often sense what adults try to hide. And when that question came, about who she wanted to live with forever, the truth that Teyana's daughter spoke out loud hit with the force of a thunderclap. She didn't hesitate. No stutter. No glance at her parents for approval. Just, my daddy, Iman. And then, for a moment, silence. Teyana blinked. Her smile disappeared. Her face tightened, like she was swallowing something sharp. Iman tried to laugh it off, nervously shifting in his seat. But it was too late. The internet had already seen it. Viewers screen-recorded the clip instantly. Comments exploded. And in minutes, what should have been a quiet Sunday stream turned into the internet's latest obsession. That one sentence echoed louder than anything else said during the entire live. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was honest, unfiltered, and painfully revealing. Behind the scenes, everything fell apart quickly. Insiders say the moment wasn't planned, no one expected it. Not even close. Teyana allegedly ended the livestream sooner than planned, holding herself together just long enough to say goodbye. But once the camera turned off, she reportedly walked away in tears. Iman was seen comforting their daughter, quietly telling her, "You didn't do anything wrong." And she didn't. But the emotional aftermath was already unraveling. Teyana, according to sources, felt blindsided. Exposed. Like the years she spent nurturing, protecting, sacrificing, suddenly weren't enough. There's a growing belief now that this moment could change the entire shape of their co-parenting relationship going forward. The internet wasted no time picking sides once the moment went viral. Twitter exploded with reactions from every angle, as users quickly voiced their opinions on the heart-wrenching incident. One tweet read simply but powerfully, "Kids don't lie. She's clearly happier with Iman. Period." This comment captured the sentiment of many who felt that children's emotions are often more honest and raw than adults give them credit for. Another tweet empathized with the mother's pain, stating, "You could see Teyana's heart break in real time. That pain isn't acting." It was a reminder that behind the social media storm, real people were feeling real, profound emotions. Across all platforms, hashtags began trending with furious intensity. #TeamIman, rallying support for the father. #PoorTeyana, expressing sympathy for the mother. And #KidsTellTheTruth, underscoring the belief that children's feelings must be acknowledged and respected. The clip of the little girl's moment of honesty amassed millions of views within hours, and as it continued to spread, the emotional tension surrounding it escalated. Some fans were outraged by how public the moment was, feeling that a private family situation had been thrust unfairly into the spotlight. They worried about the impact of such exposure on the child's well-being. Others argued that the moment was a necessary reality check, a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the complexities of blended families and co-parenting struggles. But regardless of opinions, one fact remained clear: no one could walk away from this moment untouched. It sparked deep conversations about family dynamics, emotional loyalty, and the often unseen pain behind seemingly simple words spoken by a child. Speculation about the deeper meaning behind the child's words followed swiftly. Many believed that this moment hadn't come out of nowhere, that it had been quietly building for months. They argued that the daughter's statement wasn't a sudden impulse but rather a long-held feeling she had been carrying inside. Others speculated on the different parenting styles at play, suggesting that Iman's calm and steady approach might provide the emotional softness and freedom that the child was craving. Some thought that the subtle shift in the family's emotional atmosphere, perhaps caused by Teyana's new relationship, could be creating tension the child sensed but couldn't fully understand or express. There were also those who pointed to practical matters like schedules and availability. Teyana's busy life as a performer, creator, and mother might mean her daughter missed her more acutely when she was around but not always present. Despite all these theories, none of them mattered in that moment. What truly mattered was what the child said, an unfiltered reflection of the emotional reality she had been living. The pain behind this moment runs far deeper than most people can fully grasp. For Teyana, this wasn't simply a child expressing a preference for one parent over another. It was the gut-wrenching experience of hearing, in front of thousands of strangers, that her daughter felt more at home in someone else's space. After years filled with bedtime stories, kisses before sleep, countless sacrifices, doctor visits in the middle of the night, and tears wiped away in the dark, it felt as though all of that love and effort vanished in one heart-shattering sentence. And what made it even harder to bear was that she couldn't process it privately. The entire world was watching, judging, and replaying that moment over and over. For Iman, though he smiled politely during the incident, there was no gloating or sense of triumph. He recognized the pain in Teyana's eyes and understood that this wasn't a victory for anyone. Instead, it was a wound, a scar being etched in real time, one that would take a long time to heal. The aftermath of such a raw moment raises many questions about what will come next. Will Teyana choose to address the situation publicly and share her feelings openly, or will she retreat into silence, hoping the controversy will eventually fade away? How will this moment affect their custody arrangement and their ability to communicate as co-parents? Could this emotional upheaval be the catalyst that forces them to seek deeper therapy, counseling, or perhaps a restructured family plan designed to protect the emotional health of everyone involved? Many fans and observers are calling for professionals to step in, not to take sides, but to help the family navigate this difficult terrain for the sake of the child's well-being. While the child's words were undeniably honest, the ripple effect has been massive and potentially irreversible. Since the incident, both Teyana and Iman have been noticeably quiet on social media. Teyana hasn't posted much publicly, and Iman has refrained from commenting altogether. The silence has only intensified curiosity and speculation among fans and onlookers. People continue to refresh their feeds, waiting for any sign or update, desperate to know how this family might move forward. What makes this situation so compelling and heartbreaking is that it transcends typical celebrity gossip. This is not a manufactured scandal or a staged drama. It's a real family undergoing a painful transformation in real time, all because of a child's unfiltered truth. This story highlights just how delicate and complex family dynamics can be, especially in blended or co-parenting situations. The lines between love, loyalty, and emotional security are often blurred, and when a child is caught in the middle, their feelings become a reflection of the emotional currents swirling around them. The child's voice, simple, direct, and honest, forces the adults to confront realities they may have been avoiding or denying. It reminds everyone watching that at the heart of every family conflict is a child whose emotional needs must come first. Ultimately, this moment serves as a powerful reminder that children's feelings and voices carry immense weight. When a child reaches out in this way, it is a signal to pause, listen, and respond with care and empathy. Public opinion and social media frenzy may swirl around the incident, but the true focus must remain on the well-being of the child and the healing of the family. The road ahead for Teyana, Iman, and their daughter will likely be challenging. But with honesty, compassion, and support, there is hope that this difficult moment can lead to growth, understanding, and eventually, peace. At the heart of all of this is one tiny voice that just wanted to speak her heart. And that voice may have changed everything. So now I'll ask you, what would you do if your child chose your ex on live TV? Would you shrug it off as a moment of honesty? Or would it break something in you? Was this a pure emotional truth, or the result of something deeper happening behind the scenes? Let's unpack it in the comments. Hit that like button if this one tugged at your chest, And don't forget to subscribe for more raw, human breakdowns of the stories that hit where it hurts. Because when kids speak from the heart, they reveal the truths adults try to bury.